What's up, everybody? Well, I got another Steam Deck OLED and LCD gameplay video for you guys today. And today, we're going to do a little bit easier game to run. Well, hopefully. We're going to try out this Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate game that came out. Now, I like the weird little arcade games. I played a bunch of them at the bowling alley and whatnot. I also played some game, I don't know what one it was, with my friend on a Super Nintendo. And that one was also fun. And these games looked like, at least in the pictures, they mimicked it. So I figured, hey, these would be the perfect games to play on the Steam Deck. Just like that last one I tested like probably 8-9 months ago. I don't remember what that one was called either, but I always have fun with the Ninja Turtles, so I figured, why the hell not? So we'll start on out with the LCD model, and then we'll move on over to the OLED. We'll do some screen and some camera. So let's waste no more time, and let's go get to gaming. All right, so let's start out here on the Steam Deck LCD. And if I remember correctly, this game actually ended up running the smoothest on the Steam Decks. Still has some little stutters here and there, but once we get to the allies, you'll see what I mean. It's not like they're unplayable by any means, but I just think the Steam Deck's did a little bit better. But see what I mean? There's still frame time skips. But at its heart, it's a DirectX 12 game, so the Steam Deck tries to mask the little stutters that that thing makes, but it can't work miracles, unfortunately. You know what it probably is? I think it's because it just has like precast shaders already. It doesn't really have to do that. In some games, I don't mean this one necessarily, but I'm just saying for a lot of games, it's just like, I've noticed it just flies through the shader compilation way faster than even like my top-of-the-line computers. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's right. I forgot. Sometimes it downloads a bunch of stuff before you start the game. And then I noticed that it uploads way more than just your, what do they call that? Game save stuff. It like uploads like hundreds of megabytes if you play for hours. So I've been told that that means it puts it in a pool and then people download that and then it makes everybody's stuff run better. Maybe I misunderstood that too, but who knows? If that is the case, that's pretty badass. Alright. I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit. But I have a feeling those stupid guys throwing those ninjas freaking, or shuriken are gonna freaking really piss me off later. Just a premonition.
A little zing on top. Can you hear me? April! April! Crap! Reception shot. I gotta get back. A trap. I should have known. And these guys aren't messing.
Whoa, that is a lot. Okay, I do like no damage to them. Am I supposed to lose this? I hope I'm supposed to lose this, because I don't see myself, I didn't see myself winning that. Maybe if I was an absolute badass, like, maybe. But if I beat them, I bet he would have appeared and then, like, one-hitted me. And been like, haha, you fool.
If you happen to find the rat.
I also noticed the loading screens were way shorter on the Steam Decks, too.
Where did you come from?
For some reason, the allies were really slow at loading. As was the Firebat, but then when I got to my small form factor overpowered PC for a game like this, I admit, it was back to loading quick again. So I wonder what the heck makes it run, or load quick, and not.
I told you guys it was Shredder. I'm gonna recycle that tin can for sure. Not so fast, Raph. This is big. The way they took Master Splinter and...
My sons, can you hear me? Father, is that you? Where are you? Physically, I know not. Mentally, I speak from across the astral plane. Janine, come. You are injured. Be healed. Failed, Master. I got too cocky. Let my guard down. Stop. Do not punish yourself, Leonardo. I too was caught. How do we find you? I do not know.
We're gonna come get you, Sensei. Wherever you are.
And at least, good news, my Steam Deck LCD did not do that stuff where it dropped frames down to like 5 FPS. This game does not seem to push it hard enough to do that, but lots of the AAA titles seem to do that.
I found this strange coin, Sensei.
And it didn't used to do that, so I don't know what the heck is up its butt. But it seems like both my Steam Decks have little issues. But hey, both of them were also the cheapest out of all the handhelds I have, so I can at least forgive them, you know, for not being flawless. And I could always use my warranty. I'm just always worried I'm going to get the stuff back in worse condition than I got it, you know? Like, if it's stuff I can fix myself, like batteries and stuff, I'd rather just do that myself.
Return them here in exchange for powerful blessings. And always remember your training, my sons.
Father!
And somebody told me recently that there's a 60 watt-hour battery some people make for the Z1 Extreme. That would be a nice upgrade. Then it would probably get even better battery life than this. I can't remember what this has. Doesn't this also have a 40 watt-hour battery? I can't remember, actually.
If we're gonna get to Shredder, we'll have to make our way back to the rooftops. That's where the foot jumped me.
What are we waiting for? Let's go!
I just hope Father's okay.
We all do, Mikey.
Alright, it's 40 watt-hours, too. Had to look it up. But at least I can admit that. I was trying to remember for sure, but I couldn't. It's the OLED that's 50. I remember that because they boosted it by a little bit, and that's why it gets a little bit better battery life from that. But all the little efficient upgrades like the OLED screen and all that stuff, well, the OLED screen can be a battery saver, or it can also kill your battery life, depending on what kind of content you're looking at. If you're playing a dark and gritty game, it'll save you battery. If you're playing a bright, vibrant game, well, then no, it actually, I believe, gets usually worse battery life than an LCD. And I'm sure there's, you know, times where that's not true for certain OLEDs and whatnot, because there's a bunch of different types of them after all. But that is what I had explained for me by the display people. I can't remember what they were. I think they were like RTU ratings or something like that, but they were extremely well known and reputable. That like everyone says they like the go-to for TVs. And that's why I picked the TVs I did. They said that this C1 was one of the best gaming TVs at the time. And then I also got that fricking Samsung S90C.
Nice. That'll help.
And that thing's also awesome. Especially the 444 hertz, that's sweet. 4K and 144 hertz OLED is great. With 4K. Obviously 4K is hard enough to hit that as it is. I barely hit 120 in most games on my main PC before I got this 5090, but even that can't hit it and everything, I'm sure.
Let's see what he can learn from it.
Yeah, you just gotta keep moving in this game. You cannot stop. You gotta just move, move, move. That's what I've learned so far. So now let's do the Steam Deck OLED. See how it handles it.
Dudes, where'd all the people go?
Last time I saw the docks this empty was when that rusty sewer drain exploded
Wow.
and flooded everything.
Wind's
Look,
picking up.
talk
Hopefully
about
it won't
tearing
lose
the place
power
up
just because of
real.
wind. We made it through all the storms. Besides a little flicker.
Hunkered down. Good, let them hide. Just means nobody's gonna get in the way of us pounding the foot.
Yeah, but it means nobody's gonna help us either.
You might be right, Mikey. Nobody will help us.
Huh?
You'll see. Let's go.
Oh, I hear thunder in the distance again. Well, Misty's sleeping on my lap right now. Oh, never mind, she just got up. You heard your name, didn't you? Heard you hear the thunder, or both. She'll probably go back under the covers once that starts. If it gets here, maybe it's just in the distance and it'll go past us. That would be great. I've had just about enough of the thunderstorms. I like watching them from a distance, but I don't like when they can hurt my house, you know? Okay, I do not like those things with the beams. They're kind of annoying.
Someone's losing money.
Dang, I'm getting hit too much now. And they don't give you much life in this game. I mean, life back. You get quite a bit, but I got hit way too much.
Take that!
Now, if you can get to a certain place, there's like a guy you can buy like a little life back, but it costs like scrap, I believe they call it. Oh shit, stupid bean people. Oh, I walked right into that. That one was totally my fault. But yeah, I think once I unplug it from the couch computer, it'll go up to 90 hertz. Like it's supposed to, for 90 FPS, because it matches the refresh rate of the screen. So.
Target dummies are rolling in.
Yeah, this one seems even smoother than the LCD. Still has like a little stutter every now and again, but seems to do a pretty damn good job. It does better than the Allies. Oh man. Oh well, it's bound to happen sooner or later.
Welcome back.
And still good loading times.
The mission is.
Could be worse, I suppose.
We'll find Splinter.
Yeah. Thanks, April.
Moving on, though. I got tired of the mess around here and decided to toss some of your stuff in an old chest by the dojo. If you need anything before heading out, that'll be the place to find it.
Aw, thanks,
Alright, I'm not gonna lie, the first time
Right
through, I
back.
didn't completely read what she
Don't
said,
get
and I
used
thought
to
she
it.
just like threw
I
away
got
all
a
of
lot
this
better
shit.
things to do with
I
my
was gonna be
time
like,
than
what
to
the
clean up
fuck?
after you guys. Here's
Don't throw away
hoping
all
you
this
take
shit,
the
April. But
overly
she
obvious
didn't.
hint.
She just put it in a box.
Father taught us well.
Man, it was so great to see the big guy again.
Yeah,
Slash will definitely.
I agree, but we might have taken down Leather. Why would he, Don? Dude's a glutton.
Oh yeah, I remember. I got like trapped in here. So sorry, this part was probably a little extra boring, but.
Outside of this portal insanity.
We found this crazy.
Crazies. Dude's like fright.
He's creepy.
Yeah, if you don't mind. Well, maybe not.
Sorry,
Up, then.
Alright though, I'm tired of running around in circles here. I will start up the camera recorded portion once I figure out how the hell to get out of here. Alright, let's get ourselves some camera recorded gameplay here. Anything else to pick up around here? Not looking like it.
This is what we trained for.
There. One less rat in New York City. Downhill from here, right? Let's make the most of it. Got any new tricks? There's an endless supply. Feed it. It's not forever, but it'll help.
We're gonna have to stick.
House patrol.
Whoa, a portal. Hey, I wanted to learn more about them. I guess now's the chance.
You just gonna walk through it?
Why
Why
not?
not? Maybe it'll take us to Father.
Donnie's right. We don't have a lot to go on right now. As crazy as it sounds, walking through this portal actually makes the most sense.
Okay, this ain't too weird.
It looks like some kind of shop.
Yeah. You think they sell pizzas here?
Probably
If
not.
they do, you better make sure one of the toppings isn't tetanus, Mikey.
That's cool. As long as it's got pineapple and anchovies, too.
They do have pizza.
Hits the spot.
Ah, my honored and valiant guests, welcome to my sensational shop of sundries. I am called the Chairman.
Donnie, what's sundries?
It's just a fancy word for miscellaneous goods, Mikey.
Well, looks at this dump. I don't think good's the right word for this stuff.
Raph, show some respect.
Just saying.
Please don't let the detritus fool you. Your purple-clad comrade has the right of it. My humble market abounds with items you are sure to find both good and helpful in your quest.
Wait, how do you know about our quest?
Oh, we all know
Mine
about
is
your
a very
quest.
busy establishment. A rare commodity in this in-between place with a diverse and thriving clientele. As a result, I am privy to, shall we say, the gossip of the times. Such as the recent news of your quartet's harrowing journey to save your master from the notoriously naughty clutches of the Foot Clan.
The Foot
Yo,
Clan.
chair
Uh-oh.
guy. If any of those clients you're bragging about told you where those foot goons got our father holed up, this would be a real good time to spit it out.
Believe me, my irascible friend, if I did have access to such crucial information, I would readily share it with you. Outstanding customer service is, after all, my highest priority. But alas, I cannot provide what I do not possess.
But you did say you could help with our mission.
Yes, I have for purchase many special items, charms, and enhancements, if you will, that once bought provide the buyer with powers and abilities they had previously lacked. oftentimes when they are needed most to overcome seemingly unassailable odds.
And enough, fellas. This is sounding like one huge scam to me.
Yeah.
But I assure you, I am a legitimate businessman soliciting
that's what all
honest
scammers say.
service at a fair price, of course. After all, anything worth having is worth paying for, don't you agree? So please, peruse and ponder my goods. I am confident you will find something to your liking.
Well, I already did, but we'll do that to get it to shut up.
Scrap for payment? What the heck kind of shop is this?
Junk man wants junk. Kinda makes sense if you think about it.
Yeah.
This chamber, it's closed on all sides.
Great. No stinking exits.
Hold on. Is that Slash?
You're right. It's totally the big guy.
Turtles, be careful. Things aren't what they seem.
Leatherhead?
Yes, I'm here, Mutant. In this fetid sewer with you and the rest of your disgusting ilk. But not for long.
What do you mean?
He made promises. I will return to my natural state. And all that is important is the remedy and its price.
What price?
Your destruction.
Holy shit. So much trash. First time I think I got hit by his ass.
Just wear and tear.
Holy shit. Got it.
For a guy who can't stand himself, Leatherhead sure puts up a monster fight.
Right?
That's because he believes he is a monster, Raphael. He is a tortured soul, one that is easily manipulated.
Slash, let's get you out of there. What? Are those train ties? Oh, this is gonna take a while. What the? Leatherhead's gone.
Slash, buddy! You're free!
How did you end up trapped down here?
I came looking for you and your brothers, Leonardo. There have been bizarre happenings on the surface. Odd creatures appearing seemingly out of nowhere, roaming and terrorizing the streets to the point that the police are enforcing a mandatory lockdown for all civilians.
Dang! Sounds like things are getting cray-cray up there.
Cray-cray in a good way, you know what I'm saying?
Somehow responsible, and I came to warn you. But unfortunately, I was ambushed and taken prisoner by Leatherhead instead.
That's never fun.
I wouldn't sweat it too much, pal. The whole ambushing and taking prisoners thing's going around tonight. The Foot jumped Leo earlier and snagged our father, too.
Oh no, Master Splinter.
We think the Foot Clan has father. We're working off some pretty fragmented data at this point, so we can't be 100% certain yet. Whatever's true, none of it is making sense. Leatherhead's
Why,
never
hello,
attacked us
Nancy? What are you up
unprovoked
to?
before. And what the heck was all that talk about his natural state?
Don't waste too much brain juice trying to figure it out, Don. Just a matter of time before that scaly kook snapped.
Maybe, but that was definitely a
good girl.
teleporter he used to escape, which totally proves my theory. Shredder's got himself some new high-tech toys.
I don't know. My vote's still on something darker than normal science, Donnie.
Will you geeks shut up about all that computers and crystal balls junk for 2 freaking seconds? You're giving me a bigger headache than Mikey was with all his whining earlier.
Raph's a total jerk, but he's not wrong. We need to quit all this dumb arguing and get going so we can save Father.
That's the spirit, Mikey. I'm confident you'll be successful.
I hope so, big guy. We've never done anything this big without our sensei. I'm getting worried we might not be able to handle it without him.
We gotta get moving. Thanks for all the intel, Slash. It helps a lot. And watch your back down here. You heard Leatherhead. He's not finished yet.
Alright, though. I'd say now is a great time to move on. Alright, took me a little while to figure out how the heck to get the hell out of there, but we're finally out. Now we can access some gameplay.
Be formless. Shapeless.
Like water.
Feral rats! Take 'em out! Help! Thanks, April. Bring on the scrap.
More scrap, hell yeah.
Trash. Got any new tricks? This won't last forever. Stay on your toes with these ones. What? What's not to like? Demolitionist unit. Well done. Wonder how much these cost.
Ooh.
Defeated. Nice. That'll help. These are the spitting ones. chairman has in store?
My multicolored friends, welcome.
Quick look, and we go. Let's make the most of it.
Please do come again.
You're still here?
I am always here.
Better have something new for us, or you're off to purple magic land real quick.
Dang, that does a lot of damage. Oh, he still hit me with that? Baloney.
Over to me.
I feel sorry for him. He's being tricked by Shredder.
Well, it seems that way. I've never heard of science that allows for retransformation.
Let's go. Here's the spot. Something tells me the fighting's just getting started. You have always been smarter than all of us. These guys do a number on my katana.
Yeah, they do a lot of damage. You cannot let them fire at you.
One too many batteries in this one. Not feeling so good. Gotcha. Let's make the most of it. Here come the mousers.
Incoming support.
It'll help. Thanks, April. All right, let's fight. It's the spot. Someone's losing money. Feed it. Back to the lab with you. Nice. Was getting hungry. This is is a serious patrol group. What are they hiding? Won't last forever. Time for some shopping.
Whoa! This is different.
Goodness, the chairman is full of surprises.
Bros, is that the giant squid? Or maybe even a mythological sea kraken? No! Ah! And look who else is here! One of those punk frogs dudes!
Yeah, it's Genghis. What in the world is he doing here?
Man, I can't stand those chumps. Never know whose side they're on.
Pretty sure the only side they care about is the one that lets them create the most anarchy, Raph.
Well, if they want Antarctica so bad, why don't they just move someplace where it snows all the time?
Yeah, never mind. What are you meatheads looking at, huh?
I don't know. A slimy little punk?
Yeah, nothing like the pot calling the kettle black.
More like the mutant reptile calling the mutant amphibian green.
Huh?
Leave the terrible jokes to Mikey, Don.
Hey!
Why are you here, Genghis?
What? Can a guy do a little shopping, huh?
You don't exactly strike me as the shopping type.
Yeah, more like the breaking and entering type.
Hell
Today,
yeah.
Turtle. Don't gotta break in when you're being invited.
Invited?
By who?
By who?
Well, me, of course. I told you my humble shop is host to a rich variety of clientele, did I not?
Only thing rich is you believe in this two-bit tadpole's not here for a 5-finger discount.
4 fingers, Raph.
Not everything's about math, Einstein.
No, but commerce certainly
Yes.
is.
You can't really have
Mr.
commerce
Genghis
without
is here
math.
to
That does
spend
not work.
his hard-earned money on my goods. No different than the 4 of you.
Money? I thought we were supposed to pay you in scrap, Chairman.
Yes,
Oh,
well,
yes,
it's
but this
as
is
they
different.
say. One man's trash is another man's treasure.
Alright, let's get a little bit of some health.
Hits the spot.
I think we're good other than that. But this also looks like a great time to move on. So let's go ahead and go wrap this video on up. Well, alright guys, that's a wrap for Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Splintered Fate on the Steam Deck OLED and LCD. And both seem to handle it no problem. So it definitely deserves that check mark. Now, the allies should also be able to play no problem, but this has happened before where it works perfectly on the Steam Decks, but then I go over to them, and for whatever reason, they don't want to clock their GPUs up, and this, that, and the other thing, and then they get like piss poor performance. But I think with this game, they'll probably be fine too, but we're still gonna check anyway. So, I hope you enjoyed this video though, because I sure as hell enjoyed making it for you guys. And until the next video, peace out, guys.